Hello, welcome to Old Nerd Watches Westerns. This is episode 4, and this time I watched Two Mules for Sister Sara. This is a Blu-ray that I got in a collection. You would have seen this in an older Old Nerd video. I got this from somebody on Facebook Marketplace. He had a whole bunch of these Kino Lorber Blu-rays. He had some other really cool Blu-ray manufacturers for sale too, and I bought a bunch of them. I got some anime, I got some obscure horror, and I got this along with a few other Kino Lorber discs. This, I guess, is what, 1972, 1970. This came out in 1970. This is a pretty decent Blu-ray. Doesn't have a lot of bonus features. Audio commentary by Alex Cox. He did the audio commentary on another old Clint Eastwood movie from this era that I watched, and I can't remember what it was now. At Home with Clint, a vintage candid interview with Clint. It's a black and white interview with Clint Eastwood inside his home. It came out about the time that this movie came out, and he talks about some of the movies that he'd done, like the spaghetti westerns and things like. And his collaboration with Don Siegel, who directed this. Clint Eastwood collaborated with Don Siegel. He did this movie, he did Dirty Harry, he did Coogan's Bluff. He did, I think they did 5 movies altogether back in this time, and a few years during the late 60s, early 70s. And this has an international cut of the film and a domestic cut. I'm not exactly sure what the big difference is between the two. They're both 4K restorations. It's 9 minutes longer. The international cut's 9 minutes longer, so it must have a little bit more, probably blood, maybe a little bit more skin. This movie is rated PG. There's a bit in the beginning where Shirley McClaine's character is captured by bandits, and they've got her like almost naked, but still it's rated PG-13. I never thought Shirley McClaine was very attractive, and maybe it's because of her bangs. And I know that's kind of weird, but I don't know about what it is about when I see her like this versus when she's in the nun's habit and her bangs are back behind, and you can just see her, like, she has a very pretty face. So this movie kind of changed my attitude towards Shirley McClaine a little bit. Fun movie. It's almost like a buddy cop movie. It's like a hodgepodge buddy cop romance, will they, won't they romance, Western, shoot 'em up. It's a fun movie. It's not my favorite Clint Eastwood Western, but it's fun. It's an interesting situation to put Clint Eastwood in with a young actress and have them kind of team up like this. It's interesting. Shot down in it was actually filmed in Mexico. They didn't film this in Spain like a lot of the spaghetti westerns back then that Clint Eastwood did. This was actually filmed in Mexico. Ennio Morricone does the soundtrack for this. He's the same composer who did all the spaghetti westerns like A Fistful of Dollars and the Man with No Name trilogy movies for a few dollars more, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. This movie has a really memorable theme song, theme music. You can tell it's the same composer who did The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly music, because it's very simple but memorable. This 4K restoration, this movie looks fantastic on this Blu-ray, really fantastic. So this is gonna be in my collection forever and ever, I'm sure. A big Clint Eastwood fan, especially from those years, the late 60s, early 70s. And I don't know if I'll watch this again anytime soon. It wasn't, it was good, just not fantastic. I don't know if this is streaming anywhere or not. I know that another movie that's on here, one of the second disc special features has a ton of theatrical trailers, and one of them is What was the name of him and Jeff Bridges movie? Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. That movie was, I found that on YouTube a few years ago, and I started watching it, and I still haven't finished watching it. It's probably not even on Tubi anymore. That's where I found it, was on Tubi. I don't know that this movie's on Tubi or streaming anywhere, but it's worth a watch if you're a Clint Eastwood fan, for sure. It's, you know, just more him being a rogue, an adventurer, a shootist back in the Old West, and that's what we love to see Clint do. So, good movie. Anyone has anything to comment about the movie, any cool trivia, or anything that I got wrong in my ramble here, please comment it down below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.